The 12 principles define how to make realistic and believable animation regardless of your medium. In this episode, we discuss squash and stretch.
Tip tut.
So, let's talk about squash and stretch. All objects in the real world come under forces like gravity or impact, and have characteristics like rigidity or flexibility. Literally squashing and stretching your subjects helps to illustrate how they are under the influence of their speed, momentum, weight, or mass. Here's a basic example without squash and stretch, and now with squash and stretch applied. See how the second example just feels more real? If our subject is moving very quickly, then their form should stretch to imply that speed. When they come to a stop and lose all their momentum, their form should squash as the perceived energy builds up. As your subject loses momentum and expels the energy, the amount of squash and stretch should decrease accordingly. In this bouncing example, the energy is being expelled into the ground with each bounce, so each time the subject hits the floor, the amount of squash and corresponding stretch reduces. Squash and stretch isn't just for subjects that impact something or move quickly. An entire subject's form might squash in anticipation for an action and then stretch when in movement to help sell the motion to the audience through contrast. This is true whether for a subject's entire form or for something more nuanced, like a character's face. The most important rule to remember when squashing and stretching your subject is that their volume doesn't change. If a subject is stretching taller, it should compensate by becoming narrower. If the subject is squashing to become shorter, it should compensate by becoming wider. So that's it for squash and stretch. Make sure to subscribe and ring the notification bell so you don't miss any of the other videos in this series, and I'll see you next time for Anticipation. I'd like to thank some of my absolutely lovely level 2 and above members such as Error Encountered, The Saucier, Maybe Sharma, Cross, and Lenita Cook. All of you guys are lovely, and if you want to join the Tip Tut Zone, click that join button below.
Remember to subscribe for more tips, tricks, and tutorials. Thanks for watching.